The Earth in the solar system. You might have seen the sky after sunset, and you will also notice one or more bright spots which are shining in the sky, and soon the numbers will increase, so we'll not be able to count them anymore. The whole sky is filled with very tiny shiny objects. Some may be bright, some may be dim, and it seems as if the sky is studded with diamonds and they will be twinkling. But if you look them very carefully, you will find that some of them do not twinkle. They simply glow without any flicker, just like the moon will shine. So along with these bright objects, we may also see the moon on most of the days. But sometimes, or it may appear in different shapes, different positions. You may see the full moon only once in a month. Only once in a month. It's a full moon night. We call it as a Purnima. Purnima. After 15 days, that is a fortnight later, we can again see it in its entirety. It's a new moon. It's a new moon night. We call it as Amavasya. In this day, we can watch the night sky best, provided the night is clear. So have you ever wondered, why can't we see the moon and all those bright tiny objects during the daytime? Why can we only see them in the night time? It is because the very bright light of sun does not allow us to see these bright objects in the night sky. They on most of the important part is on the back side. That means the earth also revolves. So at night time we can see, because sun is not there, but in the daytime the sunlight will not allow us to see all these. The sun, the moon, and all these objects which we are talking about shining in the night sky, these are celestial bodies, celestial objects. Some celestial bodies are very big and hot. They are made up of gases, and they have their own heat and light, and they emit them in large amounts. These celestial bodies are known as stars. So sun is nothing but a star. And there are countless twinkling stars in the night sky, like sun. But we don't feel their heat or light. They look so tiny. Why? Because sun is closer to us. But these stars are very, very, very far, light years far from us. And you must have noticed that all the objects, they look smaller when you see from a distance. If you see an aeroplane or anything in the sky, like the helicopter, when it is at great height, they will look smaller. So while watching the night sky, as you see here, you will notice different patterns formed by different group of stars. Like this, it's a pattern. It's a pattern like a spoon. These are called constellations. Ursa Major, Big Bear, these are constellation. Ursa Major or Big Bear, these are they are constellation, example of constellation. And one of them is easily recognizable constellation, which is called the Small Bear or Saptarishi. Sapt means 7, Rishi means sages. So it's a group of 7 stars, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. These are 7 stars that forms a part of this large Ursa Major constellation. You can ask your elders, a family or neighborhood to show you more stars, planet and constellation. So in ancient times, people used to determine directions during the night with the help of stars. They have only this possibility. The North Star indicates the north direction, So it was being called as the pole star. This is the North Star. This was called as a pole star. So it always remained in the same position in the sky, and we can locate the position of this pole star with the help of this Saptarishi. See, this is a Saptarishi. So these two stars and this North Star, they are in same line. These are the pointer stars. You are facing north. We can locate the position. You see that if an imaginary line is drawn joining the pointer stars and extended further, it will point to pole stars. So what is this happening here? A girl is watching, and these are two stars of this Big Bear Ursa Major. And if you draw a line from these two stars, it will take you to the pole star or North Star. Some celestial bodies, they do not have their own heat and light, so they are lit by the light of the stars. And such bodies, these are known as planets. Planets, they do not have their own heat or light. This word planet, this comes from the Greek word which is planetai. That means wanderers. The earth on which we live is of course a planet. Earth is a planet. It gets all the heat and sun from where? From the almighty sun. This is our nearest star. So if we look at the earth from great distance, say if you go to moon and look, it will appear just like a shining object, just as the moon. Okay. So the moon that we see in sky is what? It is a satellite. It is our companion. It moves around us, that is earth. So like our earth, there are 8 other planets that get heat and light from sun. Some of them, they have their own satellites, that is, they have their own moons too. The solar system, the sun, 8 planets, satellites, and there are other celestial bodies which are known as asteroids and meteoroids. I'll tell you an interesting fact. Jupiter, Saturn, and Uranus, they have rings around them like this. They have, if this is a planet, they have a ring around them like this. There is a ring. So these are belt of small debris. These rings, they may be seen from the earth if we have powerful telescopes. So this is our solar system. This is sun, and we all the planets, they revolve around the sun. Mercury is the closest. Then we have Venus, Earth, Mars, then Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune. So these are the numbers which are given. And see, for example, this Mercury is the closest, so it takes only 88 days to orbit around sun. That means it will orbit like this, come back to its same position in 88 days, and it will spin on its axis. So it will take 59 days to spin on its axis. I'll give an example of Earth. So Earth, it will take how much? Earth will take 365 days to revolve around the sun. Precisely 365.25 days. And it spins, 1 day it will take, that is 24 hours. It has one satellite which is Moon. So these are all different planets: Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune. These are called the inner planets because they are very close to sun and they are made up of mostly rocks. These are from 5th to 8th. These are outer planets. These are very far from the sun, and they are huge planets made up of gases and liquids. This is our solar system. So we have meteoroids, planets, satellites, and asteroids. They form the solar system. and we call them as a solar family. And Sun is our boss, it's our head. So Sun is the center of solar system. It's very huge, and it is made up of extremely hot gases. It provides that pulling force that would bind the solar system, gravitational pull, gravitational force. The Sun is the ultimate source of heat and light for the solar system. So we all the planets and etc., they get the heat and light from Sun. But the tremendous heat is not felt so much because we are nearer to it, But because there are so many, atmospheric layers, we'll talk about that later. But the tremendous heat is not felt so much by us because despite being our nearest star, it is quite far away from us. Actually, Sun is about 150 million kilometers away from the Earth. That is why we calculate this in light years. Then planets, there are 8 planets, more are being discovered. So let us talk about these now. In order of their distance from the Sun, Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus and Neptune. Now, if you're not very good in memorizing, there is a way how to memorize this. There is easy way, MVEMJSUN. MVEMJSUN. So you can just remember this line. My very efficient mother just served us nuts. My very efficient mother just served us nuts. The first letter of all the words in the sentences are the first letter of the names of the planets. So all the 8 planets of the solar system, they move around the Sun in their fixed orbits. Why? Because of the gravitational pull. These paths are elongated. These are called orbits. Mercury is the nearest to Sun. It takes only 88 days to complete one round along its orbit. Venus is considered as Earth's twin because of size and shape. It's almost similar to the Earth. Until recently, Pluto was also considered as planet. However, in a meeting of International Astronomical Union, a decision was made that Pluto is just like any other celestial objects discovered in recent past, may be called as dwarf or small dwarf planets. The Earth, let me tell you some important information. SOL, this Sol, is Roman mythology. This is the sun god. So solar contains Sol. This means related to sun. So the family of the sun is therefore called the solar system. Many words used in language may have been taken from some other language. So geography, for example, is English word. It has its origin in Greek, which relates to the description of the earth. So it is made of 2 Greek words, GE, this means GE means earth, and graphia means writing. We can have a look at this geo, logy, that is the study of earth, geometry, measurement of the earth, and geoid, resembling the shape of the earth. And humans have always been fascinated gazing at the night sky. So those who study these celestial bodies, celestial objects and their movement, these are called astronomers. They are called what? Astronomers. So Aryabhatta was a famous astronomer of ancient India. Today astronomers all over the world they are busy in exploring the universe. So Earth. The Earth is the 3rd nearest planet to the Sun. Its size, it is 5th largest planet. If you consider all of the planet, it is of the size which is 5th largest planet. It is slightly flattened at the poles. That is why its shape is described by this geoid, which is resembling the shape of the Earth. So it's shaped because it's not properly a sphere. So geoid means earth-like shape. The conditions favorable to support life, these are probably on Earth. The Earth is neither very hot nor too cold. It has water and air, very essential for the survival. The air has life-supporting gases like the oxygen which we breathe. And because of these reasons, the Earth is a unique planet in the solar system. And from the outer space, the Earth appears blue because 2/3 of the Earth is covered by water, mostly sea water. So that is why it is called as a blue planet. Blue planet. Moon. The Earth has only one satellite, that is the Moon. The diameter is only 1/4, that is 1/4 that of Earth. And it appears so big because it's quite nearer to our planet than other bodies, celestial objects. It is about 384,400 kilometers from us. Now you can compare the distance of Earth from the Sun and that from the Moon. So Moon moves around the Earth in about 27 days. It takes exactly the same time to complete one spin. 27 days to revolve, 27 days to spin on its axis. Because of this, only one side of the Moon is visible to us on Earth. The Moon does not have favorable conditions for life. It has neither water nor air. It has just mountains. These are the human satellites. This is the natural satellite. Human satellite, see, we launch the rocket. This is just carrying the payload. Now rocket would fall back to the Earth, or while coming, because of the friction, the part may vanish. And this is the part which is called the satellite, and this satellite enters the orbit, and these are called the artificial or man-made satellites. So light travels at the speed of 3 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second, or 300,000 kilometers per second, right? Even with this speed, the light of the sun takes about 8 minutes to reach the Earth. It takes 8 minutes for the sunlight to reach Earth. Neil Armstrong was the first man to step on the surface of the Moon on 21st July 1969. A satellite, which is a celestial body that moves around the planet in the same way as the planet moves around the sun. A human-made satellite, a man-made satellite, this is an artificial body. It is designed by scientists to gather information about the universe or for communication purposes. And it's carried by a rocket, as you see here, placed in the orbit around the sun, around the Earth. And some of the Indian satellites are INSET, IRS, EduSat, there are many more. So, we were talking about the Moon. Moon does not have conditions favorable for life. It has mountains. It has plains and depression on its surface, like this. If you see, these are, we'll talk about asteroids, but the Moon has plains and depressions. These cast shadows on the Moon surface, and if you see the way the Moon looks, it's like this, and this shows us that how the formation of the Moon would be. Now we come to asteroids. So asteroids, apart from these stars, planets and satellites, there are various tiny bodies which also move around the sun like this. These bodies are called asteroids, and they are found between orbits of Mars and Jupiter. Scientists are of the view that asteroids are part of planet that may have exploded many years back. Then meteoroids, the small pieces of rocks which move around the sun, these are called meteoroids. And sometimes these meteoroids, they come near to Earth, they tend to drop on Earth, and during this process, because of the friction with air, they get heated up and they are very hot. It causes a flash of light. Sometime a meteor, without being completely burned, it can fall on the Earth and it can create a hollow. So do you see a whitish broad band like a white glowing path across the sky on a clear starry night? It's a cluster of millions of stars. This band is called Milky Way galaxy. Our solar system is just a part of this galaxy. In ancient India, it was imagined to be a river of light flowing in the sky, and it was named Akash Ganga. This galaxy was named as Akash Ganga. So the galaxy is a huge system of billions of stars, cloud of dust and gases. There are millions of such galaxies that makes our universe. So it is difficult to imagine how big the universe is. Scientists are still trying to find out more and more and more, and it will go on. We are not certain about the size, but we know that all of us, you and I, belong to this universe. So this is a Milky Way galaxy.